Welcome to Log Furniture How To, the most all-inclusive site on the net for log and rustic furniture, fixtures, and decor. That's logfurniturehow2.com.
Well, we're over here at the yard today to get set up and start carving out our first set of log furniture out of the logs we've picked up there on the Waldo Canyon burn scar. They've been sitting over here now for a week or so, curing, so let's get on over here and go to work. Now, unlike the logs that we've been picking up from the Hayman burn scar that have been dead standing for many years, these logs were green and growing trees just a few months ago. So we're going to have to figure out exactly the process in getting these things ready for furniture. So today I thought we'd go ahead and take time to peel one of these logs back, mark it up, and carve it out just as if it was already cured. Set it aside, see how it reacts. So we've got our handy draw knife, and we've got my roofing hammer that I use as a way to get this bark started. Just want to get through that bark and get down into that cambium layer. Alright, so we're getting a pretty good start at it with this flat edge. We're going to switch over to our draw knife now that we've got it started, and we can start pulling this stuff up in bigger pieces. You're going to see here real quick where we're going to have little burnt limbs that we're going to work around. We'll be featuring this in a lot of this furniture. Here, let's take a closer look. You can see where there was a little limb right here that got burnt off. There's actually a couple more back here on this side. And you see this one's right on this edge, so I'll be able to leave that in. I'm going to carve that seat out right here. Alright, so I've taken time to look this log over, and I've located a couple of spots that I want to feature. And before I move this one, I'm going to go ahead and mark it out using a carpenter's crayon. Even though it's a wet log, it should still hold the crayon. Now this is going to be the front. If you remember from my other videos, we want at least 4 inches. So as we carve this out, we'll create this taper from 4 inches in the front to about 1.5 inches in the back. Next, we're going to pull in our 3.5 to 4 inches to leave that much, and then we'll start our radius. Nice relaxed curve coming down and around. Now we're going to want to maintain that 4 inches all the way across the front of this. Now as we run this line across the back, we only need about 1.5 to 2 inches. So I'm just eyeballing that around, and of course we start our radius right down here towards the end. And you'll match that right at the top, just like that. Alright, so that's the bottom. Let's go ahead and peel the back, and then we'll get that chainsaw fired up. Alright, so we got these all marked out. Let's grab that chainsaw and get to work. Now remember, we just want to go from line to line. Then we'll come back and carve all that out of there. Now we just start by carving out these ends. now I'm doing it one step at a time so that we can make that turn. Alright. So that's how we get this turn. Let's set this aside. Get on that front log, or the bottom log. Now remember, with this one, we're taller and thicker in the front, thinner in the back, so we're going to have it running back hill. It's the same thing, going from line to line, scooping it out. Man, you can really begin to get a sense of how wet these logs are. Yeah, but we're going to go ahead and keep carving on this. Let it sit over there and dry out, just see how it responds. So what I like to do next is take these and lean them up on end so we can make that one cut, just like that. Well, there you go. That's our first log seat bottom from the Waldo Canyon fire. We're going to get the back cut. We're going to set these over here to dry. I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. It's been Mitchell Dillman with LogFurnitureHowTo.com. We'll see you again next week.